Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are going to play a little bit of Last Epoch again. I'm gonna continue on the same character which I played previously, the last time that I streamed, which is my Storm Totem Shaman, and I did do a build video on the Storm Totem Shaman as well. So yeah, if you like the gameplay and you want to see how the build actually is built and all of that, then you can obviously just check my channel and you will find the build video for this build. So I'm honestly not even gonna show like the gear or the setup, you know, the different skills or the passives. I'm not gonna show any of that because I put a lot of effort into my build video and it's 2 hours long for a reason, so that nobody can ask any questions that aren't already answered in the video. But if there are any questions that you would like to know regarding the build, then by all means ask away, and I will answer any questions you guys have. And I also have the build planner in the description below of today's live stream, so you can also obviously just click on that, and if you don't want to watch the build video, then you can just click on that and you will get the entire build over there as well. The last time, like when I did my build video, we were at about 600 corruption. Now there are a couple of my timelines which I have pushed to 800 corruption. So it just depends basically what I'm trying to farm. On some of the timelines, I don't mind doing 800 corruption, but like on this timeline that we're farming right now, I put it down to 600 corruption because I farm faster. Obviously, you have to evaluate speed versus efficiency and all of that kind of stuff. So 600 on this specific timeline, I'm actually looking for the red ring, if you know what the red ring is. So I'm trying to farm the red ring, and I think 600 corruption on this timeline is a good amount. So that's why this timeline is on 600 and this one is on 800. This one is on almost 800, so it just depends. But honestly, I can push it higher if I want to, but like I say, you have to balance efficiency with farming speed and all of that kind of stuff. But once I get better gear, like my gear right now is okay. This is 1 LP, this is 1 LP. This is 2 LP, but the lightning resistance is really, really stupid on that one, so it's basically 1 LP. This one is 1 LP. The necrotic damage doesn't benefit me at all. So all 4 of these items over here are 1 LP. So if I can get them on 2 LP or 3 LP, like my shield is 3 LP, then we will be able to farm at a higher corruption level more efficiently, you know? But in any way, that's why I'm doing 600 corruption on this timeline and 800 corruption on the other timelines. But once we get better gear, we will be able to push to 1000 corruption. But yeah, and anyway, some of my gear has changed since the last time that I played, like my shield has changed. And that's it, I think. I think my shield is the only item that I've changed since the last time that I played. I just got a 3 LP shield on this one. I wanted all resistances on this one. I tried to get all resistances, but unfortunately I didn't get it. And then this is obviously the necklace that I use instead of this one. It's just I'm leveling up this one right now. Actually, I think I might be done leveling this one up. I don't need this one anymore, I think. It didn't roll very well, unfortunately, so let's switch to that one. So this is the normal one that I use, but I am looking for a better amulet, because this amulet actually is not, it's not very good for the build. So yeah. Just 1 second. I'm I'm watching a podcast in the background. You guys can't hear it, hopefully. Yeah, you guys can't hear it. I'm just double checking because I obviously don't want you to hear my podcast in the background. But yeah, I'm just listening or watching a podcast in the background, so I might be a little bit more quiet than what I normally am, but I will obviously still comment here and there on stuff. It's just difficult to talk while someone is talking in your ear, but it's doable. So where do we want to go here? I'm saving this one for later. The Farsight Turtle to break some of my items down. So I'm saving that for a little bit later. Let's go over here. We can actually do whatchamacallit as well. Do Hayrot quickly. So this is a 600 corruption Hayrot. Not difficult. I've done it at 800 before. And this build just absolutely destroys bosses.
This is a mercy.
Ouch.
Shatter.
He aimed directly at me. That's not very nice of him.
The rage of winter. Shatter. Rise, my fallen champions. Aid me. This is a mercy. Come, sons of Artor. Aid me.
So this one is 600, and then we also are gonna fight the Harbinger. But the Harbinger is really easy. So yeah, that's a 600 Hayrot with a Harbinger, but the Harbinger is actually a pushover. Hi, expert, my good friend. Happy Friday. This one is actually very good.
Yes.
Sharpen your blades and focus your mind.
This one is pretty good. Tier 7, tier 6. It's not bad.
Stay up, Fred! We're getting closer! Strike! My fur is standing on end. She's close. With our fangs! The feast! Hold!
This one is not bad. Tier 7, tier 6. Wow, tier 7, tier 7. That's pretty nice. 65 forging potential. I think 65 forging potential is like the most forging potential that you can get, I think. I really like this map, this forest trials map. Not as much as the lake map. I like the lake map the most, but this one is nice and open. Like it's very, very open. So it's almost like the lake map where it's just so open and there's a lot of enemies. You know, the enemies are all over the place. It's very good for farming, farming gear because the enemies are so numerous on this map and on the lake map as well. Okay, well, that was a lizard explosion, but obviously the poor lizards didn't have a chance to run away from my tower. Normally lizards split off in every direction, but my tower just decimated them. They didn't drop very good items, to be honest. Normally you would get better items from a lizard explosion. There were only 4 lizards. That's actually a very small lizard explosion. I've had some where you get a lizard explosion, which is like 7 or 8 lizards, and then out of that comes another lizard explosion. I already have one of these that have 3, I think, LP on it. So this one, even though a 2 LP one is definitely good, it's not as good as the 3 LP one, obviously. That one is a little bit better than this one, so.
Yes.
I actually didn't want to transform. Accidentally pressed Q. These guys really hurt. You need to be very careful with those guys, those flame dudes, because if 2 of those meteors hits you and 1 of them crits, you will be dead. This build is very tanky, but yeah, it can still die. There's a lizard. now the entire freaking screen is full of idols, but that's what I want, you know. I'm currently farming a good amount of idols, so let's go through these. I know more or less what kind of idols I'm looking for. So let's just go through these systematically. A lot of people will filter their idols, you know, to highlight certain idols or even to hide certain idols, but that isn't very smart in my opinion, because you never know, like if you are playing another build, like you shouldn't be only looking for specific idols for your current build, you know, and I think that might be what a lot of people do. They look for idols that work for their current build, but then when you switch to another character, like whatever, a void knight that uses a two-handed weapon, then you don't have any idols that work well for that build, you know? Then you have to farm idols for that build, obviously. Whereas what I do is I look at all of the idols. I don't hide any idols except the Ateran idols. I hide all of the Ateran idols because the Ateran idols are useless. Like they aren't really useful in the slightest anymore, because these idols, the Stout Weaver idols, have replaced the Ateran idols basically, because the Ateran idols are simply weaker. So anyway, I'm hiding all Ateran idols, but all of the other idols are still visible, and so I will look at an idol and see which ones will work well in general, and then obviously also on other builds, you know. Like if I see a rogue idol that has a lot of armor shred, for instance, or a mage idol that has a lot of whatever, lightning damage or whatever, then I will definitely pick it up and put it in my stash, because obviously that will be useful on that build when I eventually play a mage or a rogue or whatever. Well, we almost died there. these guys that summon these meteors are really dangerous. And they're not even rare enemies. They're just like default enemies.
Yes?
Just want to check something quickly. Ouch. Oh, that actually can kill me very easily. And that's something that I always need to look out for, because that firstly the round ability is very dangerous because it explodes and then it explodes again. So you won't die from one explosion. This build has enough survivability to survive one hit from that. So I don't care about that ability. It's the ability that he just did where he shoots out all of those small little balls. That if two of those balls hit you, you're dead. So that is why you really need to be careful of those necrotic dudes. So we're just gonna rush through this one because we won't get good rewards now that we've died once on this map. So we are just rushing through this one. Normally I would like farm a little bit and stuff like that, but if you die, you get reduced rewards overall in the map. So it's not really worth it at all to farm and kill quote-unquote unnecessary stuff along the way. Ouch, 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 yeah. That hurt. I was standing inside that guy's spear and that guy's ability. But that's fine, we finished the echo, so we get our rewards.
The Rift Beast will be ours. Ready? Wait! Aiming! She's caught!
So in a echo like this, even ouch, 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 even though we have finished the objective, I will still continue to farm because this echo has the enemies from the mountain, so they will drop the mountain loot. So I obviously am currently using the foot of the mountain, and I would like to get a tier 3 or LP3 foot of the mountain, if at all possible, which shouldn't be incredibly difficult. So that's why I would continue to farm on, like there we got the LP1 foot of the mountain. So I'm obviously looking for a foot, LP3 foot of the mountain. So that's why I will continue to farm on this map to get, hopefully, a foot of the mountain. But on most other maps, like if there's not anything special on the map, then I will just go out and go to the next map, you know. Normally I wouldn't farm through an entire map like this without a good reason. Got 2 gold shrines on this map, that's nice. It's like 60,000 gold. Oh, that one is almost perfect. It's a very good one.
Yes. Take care.
1 second. I also have currently focused on Conquered Towers as my, I guess, focus farming echo, you know, because you can obviously basically focus on a specific echo. So if you go to your Weaver tree, then over here I have Conquered Tower, and also over here Conquered Tower. So that's what I'm basically focus farming currently, because in my opinion the Conquered Tower actually gives quite good loot actually, because of all of the harbingers. You can get very, very good gear from the harbingers, because obviously the gear that you get there is very high forging potential. So you can get very, very easily, you can get gear that has a tier 6 or a tier 7 on it, sometimes even multiple tier 6s or tier 7s on a single item, and it will have a whole lot of forging potential, you know, like you can get up to 65 forging potential on that kind of gear. So that's why I am currently basically focus farming. Wow, these guys are just destroying my bloody towers so quickly. That shows you how much damage those bastards do. The fact that they can destroy a tower in like 1 or 2 hits with those spikes that they throw down and then explode. But yeah, the Conquer Tower gives potentially very, very good loot. And then obviously in addition to just the raw loot that you get, you also can use the eggs, even though I don't use the eggs, but you can use the eggs to empower your items, you know, so you can swap a unique item in the place of the egg with a harbinger, and then you can empower that item. I actually might do it with my Jura gloves, because I do have a couple of Jura gloves that I think I want to have empowered. And there's a small possibility that we can get very good Jura gloves from it. Because right now one of the things that I can definitely improve of my build is the Jura gloves. Well, that guy is just out of range. Okay, there we go. So we can put the 0 LP Jura gloves into the place of the egg, and then it will get empowered by the harbinger. Oh shit, I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, only one. Okay, no, we got all of them. I actually wasn't reading what type of what do you call these things? These spires. I wasn't reading what type of thing it is. So normally you should first read what type of thing it is, and then if you see that it is a loot lizard thing, then obviously you need to use that time before you activate it to basically buff yourself and prepare to do as much damage as possible to the loot lizards so that they don't run away. So what I would have done there is I would have summoned my totem, my thunder totem, before activating the shrine, but it's fine. The range on the thunder totem is high enough so that you're able to you're able to attack them from quite a distance away at least. So let's just have a look at these quickly. That one is actually not terrible. These new Weaver idols are so much more powerful than the old ones. The Ateran idols. The Ateran idols should basically be removed from the game at this point because these Weaver idols are just hilariously more powerful.
Can't touch me! Looks like trouble. Lucky you.
That beam also does a stupid amount of damage. Beam from the snake lady. Just 1 second, there's a bloody mosquito in my room here that I just want to take care of quickly if I can see where it is now. Mosquito used smoke bomb and then disappeared apparently. It will come back.
Yes. Take care.
This is a mercy. Shatter. Behold the rage of winter. Shatter. Rise, my fallen child.
Poor old Hayrod doesn't even get a chance to
This is a mercy.
cast his little ice ball that he casts. And if he wasn't careful there, then he would have died without even doing this thing, because you can actually catch Hayrod when he does that ability, the long ice beam ability. That lasts a predetermined amount of time.
I must.
Let's say 10 seconds or whatever. And during that time, if you can burst him down, if you can do enough damage to him so that he dies during that time, then he will not be able to summon his shield. You can literally burst through his shield in that time. So we almost managed to do that there. We almost managed to burst him down.
Yes?
Ugh, I don't like these guys that throw the pillars of light either, because oh shit, they are just like these other dudes that do the meteorite. They do a lot of damage. If two of those light pillars hits you, then you will not feel very good. there's a lot. Oh, 3 champions. There's a lot of stuff going on here now. My totem will have to do quite a bit of housekeeping. There we go. 3 champ. Oh, there's another. Still alive. Where is he? Ouch. 3 champions dead, and there were a couple of rare enemies as well. But our totem managed to deal with him. That's a cool thing about this build. As soon as your totem is down on the ground, you can just run around, you know, you can run around in a circle. You don't need to worry about anything. Your totem will take care of everything. Whereas a lot of other builds, you actually have to engage the enemy yourself. Like if you're a mage or many other builds, you have to stand still and attack, which makes you vulnerable. Ouch. And like with this build, you just pop your totem down and then you just have to focus on dodging the abilities of the enemies, you know. So I really like that. It's a very, very passive and very safe build. Most minion builds are like that, you know. You just focus on yourself and your minions will take care of the rest. And this one just happens to have a single static totem that does a huge amount of damage. Whereas other minion builds, obviously your minions run around and they're mobile and that kind of stuff. You can also make your totem mobile. Like you can make this totem mobile if you have those boots that move your minions around, or the ring as well. I think there's a ring as well with a champion affix on it that allows you to move your minions around every time that you use a traversal skill. But we actually don't use a traversal skill at all, so that won't be very useful for our current build. But you can just use a traversal skill, you know, you can add a traversal skill to your bar if you really want to go that route. I already have a bunch of these that have 3 LP on it, so I don't really need that. Got so many primordial items, and honestly, the only primordial items that I've ever purchased was these ones, the chest piece that I'm using currently. Basically, I purchased these. All of these other ones I haven't purchased. I just got them from farming.
Yes?
obviously you guys can see that at 600 corruption, the build farms very well, very quickly, very efficiently. You can definitely go up higher if you want to. Like I said, my other some of my other what do you call it? Wow, that's a tier 7. Some of my other timelines are at 800 corruption. But yeah, 600 I think is very good, a very nice sweet spot. Once you get better gear, we will go higher, definitely.
Save me! The hunt calls, traveler. With me! My heart roars!
just one explosion after another. That's fine, we will take care of that one. Or we will go pick up that loot in just a second. First want to finish this beacon. Fortunately, there's nothing that stops you from leaving the area of the beacon. All that happens if you leave the area of the beacon is that your progress does not progress. So you don't lose progress, but your progress doesn't progress either. And obviously you don't like fail the echo or anything stupid like that. Because that would have been really stupid if you failed the echo. So you can leave the circle over here and go do whatever you want to. Like chase a couple of lizards if you want to. And then just come back to the circle afterwards. So this was the one lizard that died. Then there was 3 golden lizards over here. They dropped some pretty good items. Nice, high forging potential. That's not bad.
Yes. Take care.
There's a lot of purple. Purple, purple. Purple, purple. The only one I would really want to do is the purple rings and purple amulets. I don't care about, like, maybe purple chests, maybe. You can also get some pretty good purple chests. Conquer Tower. We can do the Conquer Tower. Then you guys can maybe see why I focus on the Conquer Towers, because they give pretty good loot. They can potentially give you like a freaking fantastic item. Like here, you can replace them with Jura's gloves, for instance. But like here, I don't want this item. I don't want this item. And this item has very low Weaver's Wool. So in a situation like this, what I would do is I would empower it and then challenge it. So let's empower it once and then challenge it. If there's actually items that I want, then I would do a more than once empower, but you see, this is bad, this is bad. 16 Weaver's Well is good, and then this is bad, so I'm gonna challenge it immediately without empowering it any further. So basically only the relic from that one I will be using, and then we just move on to the next one. And then here, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, so once again we just do an empower without putting in anything else. Like, if I see a good one, then I will do a Jura's gloves in there. Okay, so that's Army of Skin. I already have that, so we just do a challenge. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. So once again, we will just do a single empower. Once again, all of these are bad, then we do a challenge. So basically you just go on like this until you find one that will actually be good, and then you can obviously empower all the way. Then you can do a triple empower. But I'm not gonna do a triple empower on items that are as bad as these ones are, because these ones are really bad. Like that modifier on those boots, the 6 minions teleported around you after you use a traversal skill. That's what I was talking about. If you have boots like that, or the ring as well, you can actually get that same enhancement on a ring. Then when you use a traversal skill, then your storm totem will actually come with you. So you can make your storm totem mobile, but it's not super useful in my opinion. It's so easy to resummon the storm totem with just a single right click that I honestly don't care a lot about getting that modifier on my ring or on my boots, but it is something that you could potentially do. It won't make the build weaker, that much is certain. Then this guy, you just have to look out for that lightning beam that is shot out there at the beginning, because that lightning beam does have the potential to one-hit you if you get a critical strike. If it's a critical strike, then it will basically one-hit you with my current amount of survivability. Yeah, none of these are very good, but we did get a fair amount of items from these, even though the luck was not very much on our side with that tower. But you do sometimes get some exceptional items from the tower. All of these we will just basically put away. Like this one is one that I will be using. That one is potentially usable. $16 weavers, well, on that is not bad.
Yes. Take care.
I actually am looking for the ring echoes, but I'm just not getting any ring echoes. I've gotten a couple of amulet echoes, but the ring echoes are really evasive today, it seems.
This is a mercy. Shatter. Do not stop.
Ouch. Okay, he actually managed to
Behold.
summon the ball there.
Shatter. This is a mercy. Rise, my fallen champions.
Mosquito
Do not stand.
landed on my arm
Sons of Arthur. Do not stand.
during the fight. Ouch.
Shatter. This is a mercy. Do not
Ouch, stop running away like that.
shatter. I did what I must.
Oh, we actually almost died like twice in that battle. Fucking mosquito. Almost killed me there. Show your face again, Miss Mosquito. I'm gonna melt your face. Unfortunately, it's the rainy season where I am right now, so mosquitoes are out and about.
Yes. Take care.
Catalysts, do we, or relics, do we really want relics? Not really. How fun would the game be if you could always move this fast? You do actually get some builds where you can always move this fast, but yeah, that's mostly a rogue usually. This build unfortunately doesn't have a huge amount of movement speed. Oh, that was a very fast echo. Those could be good. That's not good. That's not good. Ah, there's the bloody mosquito. I hope I got it. None of these are particularly good. The only way I would use a Viper Tail is if it got 3 LP on it. Yeah, we can just empower, but I'm probably not gonna go any further with it. Wow, not a single tier 7. That's disappointing. How do our prophecies look like? We've got 2 prophecies open. We should actually like go do a Julra or something like that to get rid of some of these prophecies. I see a lot of prophecies with Raye in the Black Sun timeline. But like I said, I actually want to get the red ring. Black Sun, where's the Black Sun? Over there. Can do this one a little bit and then do a Raye, and then can definitely increase the corruption on this one. I put it down to 300 a while ago, long time ago. I think we can raise it up definitely. Let's do a little bit of farming here, but I want to increase the corruption for sure. do like those boots. Yeah, we can push this one further.
The judges will find you.
Yes.
Or do I just want to increase it now? I think we can just increase it now. Cemetery of the Erased. Do I want to do that? I think we can do the Cemetery of the Erased, and then after that we will erase the corruption again. Tier 7, Tier 6. And it's a sealed tier 7, that's nice. And it has 63 forging potential, that's nice. And this is a 666 with a sealed tier 6. Not bad. Not fantastic, but the gloves are very good. Having a sealed tier 7 is very nice. That's why I say that with the Conquered Tower and the Nemesi, you can actually get some very delicious gear using the Nemesis system. Tier 7, tier 6. It doesn't have a lot of forging potential, but still.
Yes.
So with the Ouroboros, if you want to do a lot more damage, you can basically do this and then summon your 3 totems over there. And then these totems will buff up the big totem. So you will then absolutely melt the Ouroboros. Like that. By doing that, you basically double the damage of your totem, or storm totem. It only lasts like for about 10 seconds, but in that 10 seconds, your totem does double damage, basically. So that's just if you want a little bit of extra damage. But at 300 corruption, it's really not necessary with my current gear. I can do 800 corruption, and then on 800 corruption, I will probably do that. I will actually go through the effort of pre-buffing my totem for that little bit of extra damage. But on this level, it's really not necessary. That's also something that I would like to get. A very good Omnis is something that I would like. Because the Omnis can potentially be very, very good if it has rolled well, you know, with everything close to 45. Because you can get a very bad Omnis and a very good Omnis. So that Omnis I will just re-roll the next time that I have the opportunity to do that.
Yes. Take care.
So now it's 775 corruption. That's a little bit too high in my opinion. I would just like to drop it down slightly. So let's do that quickly. Just drop it down to 600 corruption. Tower absolutely melts these guys. Yeah, 605 is fine. This one is not good, so we won't take this one very far.
Yes. Take care.
I just want to defeat Raya once in this one so that I can get rid of my prophecies. Get rid of some of my prophecies at least. Map is almost certainly gonna be an ambush map. Yep, there we go. Which is fine, ambush maps are very quick. It's probably the fastest maps that you can get is an ambush map. Because you just kill enemies and then you get ambushed and then it's done. I like it when the either the Rift or a Nemesis or anything like that is right at the beginning of the map, because that means you can actually exit the map and enter the map again, and you actually benefit from being able to potentially double dip on that specific encounter. So if you get a Nemesis encounter right at the beginning, you do it, and then you leave the map and come back into the map, then you will get another Nemesis encounter somewhere in the map. So you can double dip. Ouch.
She's stunned!
Oh, that was a really close.
Yes?
Raya is actually one of the most difficult bosses, in my opinion, because he can one-hit you very easily, actually, with his one specific ability. So even though this build of ours can take a hit from many different abilities, this one specifically, if you get a critical hit on you, then it's potential death.
The dawn of the Black Sun.
That one. If that one hits you, then
Cover this world.
it's nicht gut. But unfortunately we can melt the boss's face off. Okay, that's a lot of idols. So we can melt the boss's face off before he even gets a chance to do much. But then this is potential death as well. If you're not careful. Ouch. That one was close there at the end because the Harbinger obviously shares some of the abilities of the boss as well. So you need to watch out for the Harbinger as well. So this one, I'm not going to use this one. See what I'm going to take and what I'm going to leave. I've got so many bloody idols here that it's literally going off of my screen. So unfortunately the game developers don't provide you with a way to counter this. So it's not like you can scroll through them or anything like that, unfortunately. So what I do normally is I fill my inventory up as far as it will go, and then I move to a different location. And then I drop everything again. That way you can make the idols, the text for the idols at least, be a little bit less off the edges. So that still is going way off the edge. So we have to do that process again. Fill up your inventory with idols. And then move upwards. Drop them again. It's a little bit annoying to do this, but unfortunately there's no other way. The developers don't give you another way of dealing with an excessive amount of stuff on the screen like this. It's really like first world problems, you know. You have so much loot on the screen that you can't see all of the loot on the screen. It's like, whoa, always me. I've got so much loot on the screen I can't see what I want to loot. Yeah, it's still going all the way off of the screen, so I have to continue to do this until we can actually see the loot at the sides of the screen. Like I said earlier, you could filter the idols to only show specific idols that you possibly would only want, but I don't like doing that because you can miss certain idols if you do that. Like idols for other classes and stuff like that, so I don't like doing that. Okay, we should be nearing the time when we can actually see everything. Nope, still we can't see everything at the side. So we have to do this at least once more. still can't see everything at the side of our screen. We still can't see everything at the side of our screen. Holy hell. We can see everything on this side of the screen, but not on this side of the screen. But it's okay. We will just hope that there's no super uber imba idols hiding away from us on the left side of the screen, hopefully. Wow, that one actually rolled perfectly. That's literally a perfect idol. That one is also quite good. It's not quite perfect, but it's close to being perfect. Idols are very important. Idol can dramatically increase the power of a build. Like, if you have good idols versus bad idols, you can, like, I would probably say you could almost double the damage or the potential damage of your build if you have good idols versus bad idols. Like, even with my build, my idols actually add a significant amount of damage, even though, like, this idol adds health, which obviously doesn't add damage. This one only adds damage. This one only adds damage. This one adds health as well. And then this one only adds damage. And then this one adds health, or ward at least. So, like, if I were to remove this idol and this idol and this idol, I wouldn't say my damage would be half, you know, but it would definitely, you would see, I would say, at least a 30% reduction in damage uh, from not having those idols. If you had weaker idols, then yeah, you would definitely see a fair amount of reduction in your damage. My idols on this build is not quite perfect. Like, obviously I can get more shock and more spell damage there. Not much more, but still. Here I can get 21% more shock chance and then a little bit of spell damage. And here I can get 20% more totem damage. Here I can get 4% more spell damage. And then here I can get a little bit more crit chance, basically. So overall, I would say my idols right now are maybe in the 80%, 85% percentile of how good they are, you know, within their own potential, you know. So they can basically be 10 to 15% better than what they currently are. Not too much, but I've done a lot of farming. on this character, so my idols are very good. They're almost as good as they can be. Okay, so we're done with these middle ones. Now we need to check these at the top. I know this probably isn't the most exciting gameplay, but honestly, I think we are probably done in any way for today. I just basically wanted to give a quick update on the build. I haven't played a huge amount. Oh, this one is good. I haven't played a huge amount since the last time, like since the time when I did my, oh, that one is good as well. The time that I did my build video. So obviously, like I said, really the only thing that changed since my build video is my shield. And I think I'm still using the same type of amulet, but I think my previous amulet had 1 LP. This one has 2 LP, even though I don't benefit from the increased area for area skills at all. So it's still the same amulet, basically, with a power, you know. And then, yeah, everything else is still the same, I think. So obviously on the build still we can increase, we can get a 2 LP or a 3 LP potentially. Amulet, 2 LP or 3 LP over here because I don't benefit from the necrotic damage. 2 LP or 3 LP over here, 2 LP or 3 LP over here. I don't benefit from the lightning resistance. And then 2 LP or heaven forbid 3 LP would be absolutely amazing over here. And yeah, that's basically it. My helmet also isn't that good. It is tier 7555, so I don't even have a sealed affix on this one. So we can get a sealed affix on this one. And also on the base, the increased minion physical damage, 32%. I don't benefit from that either. So my helmet also isn't very good at all. So overall, my gear can definitely still be improved quite a bit. Definitely, if I can increase all of my gear by just 1 LP, not even 2 LP, then definitely it will be a noticeable improvement in our power. And it's very possible because all of the gear except this one is very low level gear, like level 48, level 48. Okay, this one is high, 78. So 48, 48, and then 36. It's very easy to get 2 LP or 3 LP on gear like that, very low level gear. So we can definitely get on those 3 pieces of gear 2 LP or 3 LP. It's just a matter of luck, you know. But yeah, basically I think I'm probably done for today. Like I said, I just wanted to give a little bit of a update, even though not much has changed since the last time that I played. And yeah, the build is I did increase my corruption, obviously. Like when I did my build video, my highest timeline I think was 600 corruption, and now my highest timeline is 796, I think. And I can push that higher. I can push very deep into 800 if I am so inclined, because the build does very well at 800 corruption. It's just that there are some instances where instead of being able to take 2 hits from a meteorite, like that other meteorite, the fire meteor that those bird dudes do, at 800 corruption, you will only be able to take 1 hit from those guys. So you just basically reduce your survivability by playing at that increased corruption level. And that means that the instances where you die, and the game just froze a little bit, the instances where you die will be a little bit more frequent, you know. They won't be that frequent, but you will definitely see an increase in the amount that you die if you play at that level of corruption. At least with my current gear, like my ward, if I just get more health. Oh, that's a very good one. My current gear, like I should be able to get up to 8,000 ward pretty easily, and that will make it so that I basically never will be able to get 1 hit. Basically, nothing in the game will be able to 1 hit me then. Whereas right now, there's some things that can 1 hit me while I'm at 6,000 health. Or effective health, at least, because I actually get 20% damage reduction from this thing over here. So I have 20% damage reduction on top of the 6,300 ward that I have. But obviously I go into all of those details in my build video as well. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna go through all of these idols and then I'm probably gonna stop. I actually have to do a couple of reviews that I've got lined up that I'll probably do over the weekend, stuff like that. So yeah, normally if I don't have anything else to do, I would play this game for like 5, 6, 7 hours. As you guys know, you can find plenty of those videos on my channel where I play this game for that long. But yeah, today I just wanted to play a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably be doing a couple of review live stream videos over the weekend because I have a little bit of a backlog of games that I have to review. I have like 6 games that I have to get done for review. So yeah, in any way, I think I'm done for today. I definitely expect the developers to reveal the date of the next expansion, or at least the next season expansion, in the next month or so, because we're getting pretty close to that time now, because obviously every certain amount of months they reveal a new season, and we're getting pretty close now to that time. I think this season has been out for like 4 or 5 months, so it's pretty much time for the developers to release some new content. So yeah, basically, I hope they do that soon. Obviously, I can't wait for new content because I've hit a brick wall basically with this current content that we have available. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today, I think. As always, you can support myself and the developers as well by heading to nexus.gg/LFP Gaming. The link is in the description below. So you can buy a bunch of these supporter packs on there if you want to. I actually own all of them already, except this one, but I own like this, all of these, owned. And you can buy the supporter packs, you can buy different game editions as well. I actually do have the ultimate one. I don't know why it's not showing up. But I do have all of these armor sets. It's just not showing up right now for some reason. But you can see over there, I do have the ultimate version of the game as well. But yeah, you can buy a bunch of cosmetics and stuff on the nexus.gg/LFP Gaming storefront. It supports myself, it supports the developers as well. And you can also obviously also buy many other games on there as well. And then in addition to that, you can head over to patreon.com/LFP if you want to support the channel directly. So yeah, guys, I think that is it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.